file?
It was an address book program that was accessed immediately after the email, and our suspect looked up Chester's home address, so we're trying to track him down right now.
Annabelle Pino is killed. Lila Whitfield goes missing. Now our guy in baseball cap and sunglasses is after her boyfriend. So what's he looking for?
Ooh, on the hit show, CSI New York, Gary Sinise meets the streets of Manhattan to track down the bad guys, and he follows a few good men and women in his new movie, Brothers at War. Please welcome the very talented and birthday boy, Gary Sinise. Yeah!
Good to see you. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
What a way to
excuse me. Feliz Navidad.
Isn't it Buenos Cumpleaños?
We're still in Dora mode.
Yeah. Is it a big one, by the way? Is it a big one? 30, let's say 30?
Yes, I was 30 last year, and I'm 30 this year.
Right. Okay. And you still look
I'm 54.
Oh,
54.
really? You're babies. We're babies.
You know, we were talking in Hot Topics a little bit about free speech, and if you separate the artists from their work and their personal actions from what they give to you artistically, do you, like, would you go to an MJ concert? Chris Brown,
Michael
Jackson.
She knows him very well.
I go see Michael Jackson. He was acquitted, and I've never seen him before. And he's one of the great performers of all time. I mean, I think it would all depend. Yeah. You know, I don't think I'd go see OJ play football.
Well, he wouldn't be playing football now.
People would maybe.
He's in jail.
Not playing now.
He's not going to be playing with anything but him. Never mind. Almost went.
But if he plays football now, there's a chance he could get the same treatment he doled out.
Well,
you know, those football players.
And it's funny, isn't it, that they acquitted him too?
I know. Well, not in the civil suit.
But I'm saying, like, some people still go on their gut instinct about these cases, and our system does get it wrong sometimes.
I think it all depends.
Yeah,
you know, it all depends on your personal reaction to whatever you hear.
I want to bring up something that everyone should see, and it's Brothers at War. It's a new documentary that you are the executive producer of, and it really, for the first time, gives a very intimate look at Iraq, and it's through one brother's eyes going into Iraq to see what his two other brothers are actually doing there. How did you come to this idea, and why did you think this was a story that the American people should see?
A friend of mine, actually, the movie had been shot and edited, and a friend of mine knew the filmmaker, Jake Rademacher, and he asked me to get together with Jake and to see the film. And I saw the film, and I fell in love with this family, this Rademacher family, these two brothers that are serving in the war, and the story of this older brother wants to get to know his younger brothers better, and so he puts himself in harm's way, takes a camera crew over there, and follows his brother around Iraq to try to find out why they're serving and what they're doing over there. And you go back and forth between what the family's dealing with here and how they're dealing with the deployments, and then the brothers at war, and through his brothers in arms that the brothers are serving with, he gets to know his brothers a lot better, and they gain a new respect for him. It's really, really lovely documentary.
Well, you know what, Gary, we have a clip of Brothers at War. Let's see this clip.
My brothers are putting their lives on the line. Why are they doing it? I need to know. So I set off for Iraq to find the answers. What I found was unlike anything I expected.
There's 3 guys with rifles!
My understanding grew of the tougher, uglier side of war that soldiers like my brothers know all too well.
Now, you say that this film shows a different side of war. What do you mean when you say that?
Well, no, it's told, because it's not a journalist going in search of a story, it's a brother in search of a story. It's got this very personal agenda to it. He just wants to go over and see what his brothers are doing. And through the course of this, he earns this respect of his two younger brothers. He comes back. They get sent home during the course of the film. He stays there. He comes back. But his younger brother, Joe, is just not convinced. Jake is kind of saying, you know, he knows what it's like over there, and his younger brother, Joe, just looks at him and You can see in his eyes that he doesn't get it. So Jake goes back to Iraq by himself to try to find out
Did they
a little bit more
disagree, the
about
brothers, before he went there? The journalist brother and the brothers who were in the
He's not
army?
a journalist. He's just an actor with a camera.
The camera guy, then. That guy.
Right.
I don't know how else to call him. Did they disagree about the war before the other boys went?
I remember Jake saying to his younger brother, the oldest of the two, you know, it looks like things are really falling apart over there. What's going on? And the older brother said, well, you don't really know what's going on. You're not seeing it from our point of view. There's a lot of things happening here that we don't see in the media. The media's not writing about. So Jake gets motivated. And one of the motivating factors is that the oldest of the two brothers just has a baby before he gets deployed. So Jake is like, what if something happens to him? I want his little daughter to know about him. So he takes his camera. He raises the money in Decatur, Illinois, from the local business people and the people that he's known all his life. He goes around town asking people for money. He gets the money together and goes over to Iraq to find out about his brothers.
You're physically taking this film around with you to make sure that it's being seen by people.
What happened with me, Whoopi, is I came in after the fact. I saw the movie. I said, how can I help? They needed distribution. They didn't have any money. It was kind of stagnant. And what was going to happen to this wonderful film? So I jumped on board to try to help promote it and try to help them get it.
I have to say, Garrett, you know, people they knew you as Lieutenant Dan. They know you're from CSI, as Mac. And they know your incredible work on camera. But what you do for our troops and this country, I want everyone to know he received the Presidential Citizens Medal, the second highest. President Bush gave that to you before you left, and he is one heck of a man. Everyone should see this film. We're glad you're here. Enjoy your birthday. Brothers at War is in select theaters, and you can catch CSI New York Wednesday nights. You know where to find it. We'll be right back.